Hello, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans. I'm here tonight with another round of 16 match, this time a game 2 between Crab Cakes and Rubes. Two community superstars here. Crab Cakes, a previous winter tournament champion, and we've got Rubes, an excellent runner in his own right. We did have Crab Cakes take the first round match here, but here we are in game 2, looking to give Rubes a chance to redeem himself. I am Solario Rex, and I am joined in the booth tonight by the one, the only, the true Lord Fizzlebeef. How are you doing tonight, man?
I'm here and I'm excited. I'm very excited to see this race, not just because we've got crab cakes, not just because we've got rubes, but for what seems like the first time in forever, not only do we have a forced fighter, but we've got an extra nun. I love seeing what runners in this tournament do when they're handed two slots to fill instead of one. I'm excited.
I can't imagine. I mean, speed and power wise, both of these
Mhm.
runners are excellent in that regard. I am imagining a scenario where neither of those slots gets filled on either runner's side. We might be two-man partying the whole thing.
Oh, if Canaria is a black mage, chef's kiss. I could see just three man. That's it. Let's go.
That, I mean, also completely fair there. I do know, I mean, Crab Cakes is known for two-man runs. I mean,
Mhm,
she's done a ton of that in the past, so I
mhm.
guess that's where the two-man wouldn't surprise me. I know Rubes isn't afraid of it either, but you're right. That extra black mage would give that extra oomph. That's always fun.
Two man is an interesting proposition in this flag set because of all of the extra box encounters that you have to take, and all of them being B-sides. It's tricky to try and balance that with where some of the routing takes you early versus like the actual power you have at your disposal. And the flipped magic kind of does a lot to throw a wrench in the gears. I wonder if the fighter having black magic will end up making this a better two man. Although I would have expected to see a white mage instead of a red mage if we were really just going to go whole hog on that.
Okay. Fair, fair, fair. Speaking of that, we've got our Blursings in here. We do have our fighter that's getting plus 15 luck. And then we can also talk about the red mage who gets the equip axe buff. Down the line, we could see a white mage that gets plus 15 agility. We could see a black mage that's picking up red mage armor, which would have made that pick extremely appealing on for me at
Hmm.
least.
Hmm. The
A
only
little extra
difficulty,
defense.
the only difficulty is that we'd have zero in the white magic column, but we're off. We've got a fighter out of Canaria. Interesting. Interesting. Gives us the option for double melee if we want it.
We
Neither
did
of our runners wants it though.
We did see Wall, a level 1 white magic here, and Cure 3, both learnable by that red mage. That's pretty solid. Ooh, not a lot in that black magic category. We should note, though, that that saber is there for that fighter to come back after it's been promoted.
Hmm.
So that's always good to see.
And our tracker Thavian in chat, uh, or no, Danny's our tracker. Sorry, Danny. Sorry, everyone. Thavian in chat saying TNT for sale in the item shop. I missed that.
Yeah, I think Crabcake skipped it. Oh, she's about to see it. Here we go. We could see it again. There it is. TNT bottom
Hmm.
slot. Not very expensive. That was a cheap item. Wow.
Hmm. Yeah, the when the item lands in Canaria or Provoca, it tends to roll less than if it rolls anywhere else.
So we could very well see the runners picking a Thor hammer. That's an excellent pickup here at the beginning. We could see if we get a little cash in one of these boxes. We could see a quick TNT pickup for that extra item.
Hmm.
Or we could take a shard fight. Thor hammer making quick work of it. And two spiders didn't turn out to be scary this time.
All right, here we go. Approaching the Royals. What are we getting from the first two key items today? Bats, please. Crystal and bottle. Ooh, bottle out of one of the first two is always just a blech pickup because we're not going to do anything with that for a good long while. Crystal, on the other hand, I mean, we're headed to Provoca anyway, so this gives us a reason to go to Matoya, but some of those box fights are real hard without any sweepers, and we need something a little stronger than Thorhammer.
Maybe. I mean, who knows? Maybe there's no shards there whatsoever. I love getting to early crystal, allowing you to kind of do that sweep through, particularly when there aren't any shard chests there. I completely agree that you can get like a 4P box here if you do get those, and we do have an Xbox here, so we're gonna see what comes up. Oh,
Cupcake's
Survey
going for
says
Zap.
mummies.
Zap is the one to go with here. Mummies don't have great MDef, so Zap will usually clean up. And it looks like Rubes got the rod from Matoya. I sense a very early Earth in our near future.
Yep, I think our river to Melman is going to come into play once again. This round and the round of 32 are the first rounds to include the river to Melman, which is a map edit that allows our runners to take the canoe to get over to the Earth continent and the Melmond Earth continent. Also opening up Titan and Sarda if we pick up that ruby key item as well. There is a key item in Earth. It's going to be deep Earth, so any one of the chests beyond that rod lock.
Cavern in Provoca had a red mage. Neither runner has picked up on it. We've got Exit and Life 2 out of white magic. I missed if we had anything functional out of black magic.
It looked like there was a quad X there.
Okay. Quad
You
X
said
and Rub.
functional, not great, right?
Quad X, Rub, Ice, and Dark. Actually, the one spell I'm looking at out of all of those is actually Ice. With the improved single target spells, Ice 1 does kind of a crap ton of damage, especially if you can land a vulnerability.
Ooh, Life 2 and Exit available in that white magic, though, so that's definitely going to be a big pickup there.
Some decent gear, but now that we're in the round of 16, our gear has downgraded to the range of +1 to +5, so seeing a lot on the lower end of that scale out of some of these early shops.
Yeah, we had the +2 chain veils, which are still good, but not the greatness that was the +5 chain mails that we saw in early rounds. CC sweeping back through here to pick up some camping gear and likely that TNT.
Yep, and I think Rubes is also going to get the TNT. It was very cheap, and yeah, there we go.
And everybody's got enough money. So, on our docket here, that TNT is just about the only thing we've got going for us right now. That's the only option that we have on the table.
Hooray!
Thanks, Hooray Dwarf.
I'm obligated.
A hero to the children. I appreciate the fact that we do have the teleport magic here. Hey, there's our canoe. All right, canoe into rod. Let's go. Diving dwarves and having exit always feels a lot better, particularly going down to that TNT and then not having to walk back out. Much love to the exit spell there.
I think if we had better, like we just had more horsepower, I would love to see and just an immediate earth dive. But with bad level 1 and 2 magic and only a 2-man party, I understand not doing that.
Ooh, there was your black mage. Elfland has the black mage, but looks like CC skipped out on it for the time being.
I wonder what we're waiting for. Maybe a thief. Maybe.
Ooh, lots of good white magic there too. Is that an Invis 2 and Fade there? Or Invis 2 and A Ice, never mind. Forget I said anything.
Well, we got Lightning 3 out of level 4. That's not bad. That'll do.
Solid. Oop, Crab
Oh,
Cakes
and
goes
crab
back
cakes.
in and does pick up that Black Mage.
Mm-hmm.
And oop, there's the Thief at Crescent Lake. Rubes unfortunately can't afford it right now, but he did try to pick up the Thief.
We got a weapon to sell. We can. I think we picked up a wear sword somewhere. There's level 6 Fade, and there's level 6 Brack. Okay.
The Wear Swords were the chests in with Matoya, and I think, did Rubes skip those chests?
I don't remember.
I think he just walked in, talked to Matoya, walked out.
So, Wildham correcting me that Rubes did skip those boxes. So, guess we're just gonna have to take a fight outside. Our Circle of Sages handed us the adamant, so we've got some options, but none of them we kind of want.
Oof. That's a rough first encounter there. Rubes trying to take a quick encounter just outside of Crescent Lake and
Mm-hmm.
not finding the success that he was looking for. Going to see what that first encounter is on the river. In the lake, I guess.
And
It is
Crabcake's
Crescent Lake,
recruiting
right?
a thief has filled out the party, all 4 slots.
Ooh. A little anxious about maybe the increased, the buffed fiends that we're going to be seeing in our Temple of Fiends Revisited today.
Yeah, they are pretty sizable.
Because when you get that, when Chaos rolls like what up to 180%, that's a pretty big boy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what is our circle going to provide to us today? Our adamant. All right, so we've got Rubes making the trek over to the volcano. We'll have to see where CC goes from here.
Yeah, Volcano is the good proximity play. It's got a lot of boxes in there for things and stuff that might help us out, and it's generally not too bad just going down to the Agama floor and then leaving.
Yeah, we definitely don't have the magic or the firepower right now to try to make this a carry run.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if we
Rubes,
found like a wizard staff and a masa, maybe.
well, we get a katana +1, not super, but we'll use it eventually. Is there anything else in here that's notable? Not so far.
There was a light axe, which is an okay weapon that our fighter could be swinging. Additionally, that red mage can also swing an axe based on our blursings, so nothing to shake a stick at, I guess.
Both runners avoiding the tile in armory and avoiding that hidden box in the back. Don't blame them. Our offensive power is sketchy at best. Crabcake's headed down to the Agama floor. Rubes walking out. Unsure if this is didn't want to cast exit or forgot we could cast exit. Might not have a house now that I think about it.
Yeah, I think it's a conservation of magic charges is what we're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
This Sphinx is being tricksy. But 2 casts of the Thorhammer take it down. Yeah, levels 8 and 5 on Rube's side right now is less than ideal.
Mm-hmm.
But similarly, looks like we're 9 and 6 on Crabcake's side, so not too different. Oh, we've got the... What color would you call those bulls?
Oh, what color would I call those? It's not natural. It's one of those colors that you only see with like a super industrial product. Like
Okay. Ooh, there is a jewel. That's probably our ruby. So that box brought us our incentivized item.
okay, so now we definitely have to go to the Melmond area.
I was going to say phantasmal purple.
Oh, I like that.
Phantasmal fuchsia.
Yeah, like purple's definitely the lead side of it, but it's got this other stuff it's not supposed to be there, and yet the more I stare at it, the more I'm okay with it.
I mean, I like it. I'm down with that. We need bulls to be just that color by default.
Yeah.
I am not an alternate a palette swap enjoyer because
Hmm.
some of them are very confusing and or disgusting to me. Ooh, that's an herb.
Yep.
So, okay, looks
And
like
we're
CC's
out.
shards are named jewels.
Mm.
So, that's confusing. But all right, jewels are the shards and we're out with the herb. Herbal extracts in Volcano. Love it, Thavian. On board with that now too. Although if you had herbal extracts from a volcano, it'd probably be pretty sulfurous. Probably be no fun to put that
Yeah,
near your body.
it'd be pre-toasted. I mean, if
True.
that was ever going to come up.
It would really cling to your clothes really well. And we'd never
Yeah.
really be able to get rid of it.
Well, there's our tail. So, early Earth was the answer all along. Or no, wait, we haven't turned in adamant yet. Could be adamant. Adamant or early
Could be
Earth.
adamant.
I'm just going to keep saying it was early Earth
Well,
because
I mean, to be fair, we don't have a ship or the canal, so we're
right.
gonna need two things. So, I guess early
Ru-
Earth was still the play.
Earth Ruby into Ship Canal. Boom, got there. Oh, all right. I may have been a little wrong about the location of Ruby, but
All right. So Ruby turns into ship, canal, and floater.
mhm,
Just
yep.
crack the seed wide open.
Hmm.
Because I don't know about you, but I'm kind of sick of seeing floater in ordeals.
Yeah. What I wish we could see more of is floater before ship.
To what end?
It's just dumb. I love it. Um, I saw it in a race that I was doing comms for the other day, and it you could tell that this was going to cause stress with the runners because like I have the floater. Oh God, where's the ship?
Did I
Why
lose
don't I
the
have
ship
it?
somewhere?
Yeah, how was
Yep.
ship not the first item?
Yep. I would definitely be a person feeling that anxiety.
All right, Titans. What do we get? It is.
Survey says.
See, you put energy into the universe, and it rewards you.
And boom goes the dynamite. Here we go. All right. If Sarda has the ship, do we end up going into Earth?
Ooh. Mm. um. Oh, that is
Oh.
a question.
All right.
Do
Well,
we do
we're
Earth?
about to get the answer.
So I I almost lean no because our strength is not that great. If we do need an Earth dive, we can come back later with higher levels.
I mean, we could go tail right away.
Hmm. That would help. Oh, chat. Ship should be at the dwarf dock, right? No.
No, it goes
The
to Canaria.
Yeah, whenever it spawns outside of whenever you loot it outside of the inner sea, it just defaults to Canaria dock because the
Yep.
game assumes that no matter what, you'll still be able to get back there.
Yes. Which is good logicking by the developers.
Hmm. Yep, straight to Cardia for promo.
Oh, and we have exit, so we don't have to walk back out.
Hmm.
When racing, having to walk out of Cardia just makes me feel like I'm doing it wrong.
Hmm. But then the question's what next? We could loot Cardia and just use it to pad our levels before we do anything else.
I was gonna say if we may have the magic to take out a dragon pack or two,
Hmm.
just with those ice 3 spells we can throw down,
Hmm.
because we got that at level 3. So that may be enough to give us, that'll probably get CC's characters here to like 11, 12 ish, which is probably
Hmm.
enough to do a little bit more work, put a little more work in. Just money there.
And Aegis Shield +5. I have a feeling we're going to walk that out. Rune Sword. That's also usually a keeper.
Better than what we currently have.
Vorpal +1, not super. Our crit weapons are kind of failing us. We're going to equip it just because it's here, but I would rather see a high plus Maza or Excal.
Well, good thing seeing the Excal is likely. Masa's no promises, but now that we've said it, we've spoken it into being, I think.
Yeah.
All right, we've got 2 Xboxes in this lower room here, so we'll have to see what pans out there. Ooh, all right, what color is this?
That is blue raspberry.
Yep, like an icy.
Yeah.
If you mix the red cherry and the blue raspberry together,
Yeah.
it still kind of tastes like blue raspberry, but it's that color.
Yeah. Now, what do you think this color is?
Tangerine.
Yes. I like it. Ship it.
All right. We've got our float boat. Looking for a shop item potentially here. Survey says no, but we'll still pick up some heal pots because topping those off is never a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. A waterfall? Or are we hunting for shop item?
We already have shop item. Maybe that
Oh
was a
yeah, we
house
did.
check.
Okay, never mind. I eat my words. I take it back. There cannot be 2 shop items. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
There can be only, it's like the Highlander. There can be only one.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna check waterfall, see if that doesn't help us out. With the pickup of 11 houses, I wonder if that's a precaution for a grind in the near future, but I don't see that being a thing that Crabcakes is going to go for. She usually is go, go, go.
Yeah, a walking grind probably. Maybe take an extra fight or two if we're
Uh-huh.
walking through Sky.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, that's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle green there though on those mud goals. Just so that we're clear.
Oh, pea soup fighters. Yeah.
Ooh, it's almost too yellow.
It's been left out for a little while. I wouldn't eat it.
Oh yeah. Somebody accidentally put cheese in it.
Yeah. Right.
All right, so we're hitting
Crown gives
levels
us something
levels
to do.
13 and 14 there, which seems plenty to put in some work now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that was the robot had our crown, so that's an easy turn in. Ooh, why is it a different color?
It's the TLD.
Oh, because the other ones were actually blue Ds, right? The
I don't think
tangerine
we...
ones.
The tangerine ones, those were... Yeah, those were the blue Ds. Yeah. I think. I
Yeah,
don't
and
even
then
remember. Yeah, no,
yep,
because
and
Rubes is fighting them. Yeah.
yeah, that's what Rubes is fighting right now. The turquoise
Mhm.
ones. Or is that more of a lapis lazuli? We can bust out a bunch of fancy color names. Let's go.
Guess these didn't look fancy. They just looked straight teal. They just looked straight bucket of paint teal.
I mean, to be fair, the sprite is kind of bucket of paint green.
Yeah. The perfect palette swap.
Oh, all right. Astos got highlights. Get it, girl. Oh,
And a
all right.
slab.
And is gone.
Well, we did get bottle early, so now we can do slab and bottle turn in at the same time.
Very true.
Rubes is at this point, I would say around, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes behind Crab Cakes, following in her footsteps, making pretty much the same plays. Although, as I say that, suddenly Divergence, Rubes is going for Ordeals.
Yeah, this could be interesting if he finds something good here. If this is not if this is not the power bonk or the defense sword, this could be a really big pickup here.
So here in Lefane,
I mean, if this
the
turns out to be
X-Cal.
nothing, and yeah, it's the X-Cal. I mean, X-Cal +3 is great, but it also means it's skippable. Like, Rubes could skip Waterfall, which would skip Crown, which would skip Slab, which would skip the X-Cal, which is a very doable thing. So,
Honestly, with the lack of buffing magic, that X-Cal, I hesitate to use the word skippable. Yeah, it's not going to get us through chaos, but it's certainly going to get us to chaos.
sure. I mean, I'm not saying it's not nothing. I'm just saying
Mhm.
that, this is a catch-up moment if Rubes is able to kind of succeed without it.
Mhm. Given the low pluses on the Vorpal and the Katana, though, I would be thinking about digging out X-Cal.
All right, so Cece's got the Lefane Superstore here. We're going through picking up whatever spells we can. Now that we've been promoted, it's a great opportunity to add those levels 1, 2, 3, and 4 to our White Ninja and Dark Knight. Also looking for Fast and Temper.
Well, there's fast at 7. Um, Temper was early. Wasn't Temper? Or am I having Seed bleed with the last race?
We
Have we
we
seen
we, we
Temper?
did just pick up Saber at level 1, which we did
Eh.
talk about a little bit. I don't know that we've seen Temper.
Rube's getting Oxyel out of Ordeals. That is
Okay.
going to make an on-rack continent dive better.
Okay,
And then we
bottle is
get
key.
Key. Yeah, Key from Bottle. Less impressive given that she has a ninja in the party that's almost certainly going to get higher than 22, but nice all the same.
Very true. I mean, we can check it where it looks like, yeah, we're going for a check now on that, which makes sense. I mean, we don't have the levels yet on that thief, so.
Mm-hmm.
But Rubes, escaping from Ordeals relatively unscathed. We do have the sorcerers with that death touch on it that show up in Ordeals sometimes. That can be quite scary. There's no X on this box here, so it is going to be one of our legendary
Mm-hmm.
equipments. So we did pick up the power bonk here. An excellent pickup, great item, but not required.
Not required, but it was sitting next to a ribbon, and those are arguably required.
Arguably. Oh, there was Temper. We just saw it. It was that level 8 shop there, Black Magic.
Ooh. Ooh.
So,
Fast at 7, Temper at 8. Ugh. I think Nuke is somewhere up there too.
yep. So much for speed and power.
Yeah. Not my seed. I didn't roll it.
Ice +4. Not a bad sword. All right, so we've got Rubes taking the waterfall route. CC's going for, is this going to be an earth dive? Or we're checking.
Hooray!
Oh. right, checking the Dwarven Armory.
Yep, we're gonna loot the key lock boxes, see how many shards we can get, and then that's gonna decide where we head next. I think we've run out of decent spots. I think Crab Cakes is headed to Earth.
Ooh, what color are those? Are those cobras?
Um, that's it's like a solid orange red.
I'm gonna go with burnt umber.
Okay, yeah, that's better than what I got. The whiz mummies, meanwhile, are grape.
Okay, I mean the regular mummies are pink lemonade, so
hmm hmm
just busting out the Kool-Aid flavors. Maybe that's where all the MDef went, because I can't imagine that the Kool-Aid man would have a low MDef.
hmm So crab cakes in Earth, skipping the first floor. Not entirely sure how many shards we're holding on to. Well, we're gonna get a couple in here.
Yeah, I've been trying to get a peek for a while, but these darn speedrunners just menu so fast. It's almost like they're trying to do it quickly.
Yeah, stop trying to beat the game fast and let us do things.
Let us oogle the menus.
Yeah, I gotta count rows of 6, and I gotta do them one finger at a time. It's really hard.
Yeah, if only I had 6 fingers on one hand.
Well, that's why I'm here for comms, is I can help fill in these gaps.
Oh, perfect. Wonderful. All right, Pro Cape is nice. Ooh, looks like we're one short of filling the second row.
Okay. Chat calling crab cakes is at 9.
Was that an exit out? Did she exit out and save?
Yes.
All right, what do the mermaids have? Mermaid prison.
Shards. Shards is what they got.
Fair. It may or may not be required. Bye, Bubbles.
Second ribbon. That's good.
Nice. That's a good point. Is that Rube's first ribbon? He hasn't been
Yeah.
to I mean, he'll probably go to Canaria though.
Yeah, we as the viewers have spotted 2 of the ribbons. Each runner only has one. One of them was in Canaria Armory, the other one in Mermaids.
Let's see, we're hitting 15 and 16 on Crab Cake's side level wise. So keeping tabs on that to see how high we're looking to go. Did we just hit 17 on Rube's side? Was that what I just saw?
I missed the level, but we'll probably take some more fights while we're in Sea Shrine, so...
Ooh, finding some nice shards. I've seen far too many dry seas lately with the a complete lack of shards, but it looks like Rubes is picking up quite a few down here.
Wait, did we find what was in Mermaids? Was it back in... Was it back in the TFC box? We get the cube out of Earth Cave. what was in C?
Wow. So early Earth would have been just a mess. So we were real wrong
I'm
with that.
I'm glad neither of our runners did that. That would have been an absolutely silly move. No one would think of doing that.
Yeah. Utter nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like
Defense. Okay.
there we are.
Oof. Skippable C.
I
Not
mean,
good for
a defense
Rubes.
sword +4 is actually a pretty decent sword to be swinging right now with the absence
Mm-hmm.
of that excal. So on Rube's
Mm-hmm.
side, so not a terrible pickup for him in terms of needing a sword to swing.
Meanwhile, over on Crabcake side, behold the mighty Lich, ultimate final boss, and it's dead.
Ooh, with that more of a you know, whatever dark cotton candy.
Ooh, tile check. What do we got going on over here? Garbage.
Ooh.
Disastrous garbage.
Yeah.
Well, we got behind it.
We got
More
some
garbage.
snowberry wolves. Ooh, and concrete flavored chimeras.
Yeah. Very, very building material chimeras.
Nothing says fun like a mob that's not quite worth the experience. So Rubes is about to take on Kraken 1. Should be a good bout. It looks like he's got, was that 9 shards?
Rubes, I think, made it 2 or past 12.
In his recent menu, it looked like he was 1 short of filling the second row.
So Crabcakes is at 13 and is headed into Mirage Tower. Rubes is at 12.
Oh, yep, there it is. 12. All right, so here comes Kraken 1. What are we doing? We're going to cast Wall.
We're going to take the ninja down to 1 health. That's what we're going to do.
Ooh, 2 hits for 2 damage is not necessarily what you want to see here. Gonna get some lock strats rolling. Got that defense sword, gonna cast it once or twice. Then gonna come out and hit. 3 hits for 154. We're gonna have some more hits. 3 hits for 77. Not clean. Oh boy. Kraken swinging hard. We got the defense sword coming out again, and the third time looking to get full stacks of evasion on that knight so that he doesn't get taken out by a wild tentacle. 3 hits for 22 damage. We could use a little more damage there, buddy. There we go. 3 hits for 179. That's a little bit better. 42 damage. Not exactly. Ooh, that was a crit that got through the evasion. That's always scary. Hate to see that. 86 damage. Come on, buddy. Maybe a crit. Nope. 1 hit for 2 damage. 2 hits for 2 damage.
Ooh.
Oh, and slain. Crit. Oh, that's a
Mm.
gut wrencher. Oh, we're going to walk away.
Mm-hmm.
We know where the defense sword is, I guess. Looks like Rubes is going to go take an Earth Cave dive. Gonna go pop that cube, hopefully, and pop that lich.
Meanwhile, I looked away from Crab Cakes and found ourselves outside Mirage. I believe that was an exit after clearing out greater than less than.
Yep. That's my assessment.
Mm-hmm. Tile check here. What do we got? Is it good? Nope. Not even close.
Just a swamp monster. I mean Sphinx.
The dreaded Swamp Sphinx.
Ugh. Does it say the same riddle, or would that be a different riddle, do you think? Probably something different, right?
Probably.
I like to think that the Swamp Sphinx is like the edgy cousin, so it'd probably be a little something more like, I don't know, shitty teenager riddle.
Swamp Sphinx over there just like, you can't see through my riddle just like you can't see through this mud.
Exactly.
You'll
Thank you. Perfect.
you'll never get
Flawless.
past me.
Chef's kiss. That's exactly what the Swamp Sphinx sounds like. More jewels.
So, clearing out Sky 1. Nope, nothing in there we want. Looks like crab cakes might just be done with unmarked boxes. We're just gonna take one ribbon and go, I think.
Understandable.
Yes,
Have a nice day.
truly a woman of culture, clearing Sky 2 before Sky 3 as intended.
Disgusting.
There's lots of great boxes, or there's lots of great encounters on this floor. Granted, we're not seeing any of them right now, but they exist, I assure you.
I was going to say, as we see the 3 worst encounters on this floor.
Look, just sometimes the randomizer makes jokes, all right?
All right. I think she heard us because she only checked the left side.
Yeah. Still, a strafing run on the way through was pretty good.
All right. All right. So our fighter just hit level 20 there. So that's a pretty solid amount of levels. Rubes has made it down deep into our Earth Cave. He's checking our boxes, gets his cube there.
Nope, and Sky 3 held the loot. So that
Ooh.
is Crab Cakes and Key Item Go mode. We just need to wrap up shards.
Yes, indeed. All right, so she's still what? Oh, I almost saw it. 11 shards short. So we need like 6 or 7 more after this. So it'll be 6 more. Assuming a Tia takedown.
Maybe. Chat saying yes, 17 of 28. So yeah. 6 more after that Tia kill. Question chat, didn't see, where was the chime? Chime was all the way back at the beginning of the game with Bicky, but with the shuffled chime lock, it ended up being kind of a early resolved thing. Wildham was kind enough to point out that the chime lock was at Dwarf Cave, which was somewhere we definitely needed to go early, and oh no.
Oh no.
Crabcake's having much difficulty with sorcerers, wipes on the Bridge of Destiny.
Oh. That hurts.
This is why we don't like vanilla sorcerers.
Yeah. That I've seen that happen more than I'd like to admit. Particularly because it's happened to me 3 or 4 times. Oh, and it feels there was so much clearing that took place.
On the way back up through, we have 2 swamp sphinxes. They're just sitting there. One of us only tells the truth. The other can't handle it, man.
All right. At least we know exactly where the loot is. Likely to grab that on the way back through. Gonna check an additional room here. See there are no shards there and continue on our way. We've got Rubes. He's gonna grab his second ribbon here out of Corneria Castle Armory. And that power gauntlet. Feels good. And there's our loot.
The good news is we know there's only one other shard box on that floor, so it will be a faster clear, but that's the only silver lining I can really come up with for having to go all the way back through Sky again, because that's not something you ever want to do.
This is true. All right, looks like we were one short of where we were, because there was one shard on Sky 1 that I believe was skipped this on the redive.
Mm-hmm.
So I hate to curse it again, but assuming a Tia takedown here, we'll still need 7. We'll still be 7 shards short
Mm-hmm.
this time around. So that does that end up being a? She'll have to do ordeals into C then to get those out.
Think so. There's too many to try like a cheeky dive somewhere else. I think we're ordeals bound.
All right. So on Roop's Head, we're over in Lefane, visiting our superstore, loading up our promoted characters with all the magic they can handle.
While over on Crabcake side, we have found the required war mech. Let's begin. Ninja going to open with Invis 2. Black Wizard going to consider Lightning 3. Nope. We're going to try Zap Strats. Looking through our red mage, settling on Ice 3, I think. Incoming melee detonates the Ninja. 2 hits 148 out of the Knight. Ice 3 not doing much. Lock 2 was what comes out from our Black Wizard. Evasion strats may help, but we're going to switch over to Ice 3. 2 hits, not doing great for the accuracy. Ninja's back up and dodges an incoming melee attack. Let's try some more Ice 3. We're just going to chip damage. 2 hits, 278. The Ninja is still up. We're still trying the melee assault, but it's not getting very far. We still have a fair number of Ice 3s left in the tank. We're going to try and keep our Ninja upright. A crit for 575 definitely helps out. 2 hits, 91 out of the Ninja, I guess, is present. Incoming melee to the Black Wizard takes it down. Life 2 will bring it right back up. 2 hits, 142. Down goes Warmech. Melee only Warmech. No nuclears in sight.
Wow. Unexpected.
Meanwhile, Braxtrats. Nope, didn't work first try, every try. Helpless melee against the Knight doesn't do much. Helpless melee against the Tia doesn't do much. Power Gauntlet on the Ninja, continuing to try to break through. Here comes Thunder. Massive damage to the Red Mage, but not a lot anywhere else. Second Brack does it. Easy fight.
Hoorah. All right, so there we were. I think it was six shards needed now.
Yeah. Or no, we skipped something somewhere, so I think we might be back at 7.
All right, so we do have the ordeals play coming in hot here.
I missed how many shards was needed.
It's 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm. One of those. Rubes, meanwhile, needs 8. But is just at the start of the Great Sky Climb. So Rubes might end up getting
one more
there
out of
first.
this box, and then we know there's 3 more at least, and maybe an additional one where in the 2 rooms that CC skipped on Sky 2.
Also, our absolutely wonderful tracker Danny is telling me that CC only needs 7.
Perfect.
Hey, there's not supposed to be red Ds up here. Wait a minute.
more strawberry flavored than anything. Skipping them boxes, only going for... Oh, just kidding. Not going for those X's. Ooh, what color is that?
That is the color of Castlevania 2, the forest backdrop.
See, I was going to say watermelon gummies that got a little too much red dye in them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, got our item, exiting back out. So,
Yep, we got to do some stuff in Sea Shrine. Not a lot, but some. As Rubes making his way through Sky and Crab Cakes, only needing 5 shards, so we just need a box and a Kraken. I expect a Kraken side dive.
same. That's what I would expect. Although, Rubes, I don't believe, checked any boxes or did any extra rooms on Kraken side, so I don't think that we know if there are any additional shards on that side.
Mm-hmm. No, Crab Cakes headed Mermaid side.
All right, Seed. Just continually making us eat our words.
I wonder if it is a need for the defense? No. No, it's not for the defense. I think maybe we're hoping we just get 5 shards out of mermaids.
Okay. I mean, there are a decent number of shards. I think... Are there 5?
Ooh, that's an interesting question. I don't remember.
Because there's at least... So, not the TFC room. The TFC room is our item, but the bottom left room also had a shard in it. And there's at least... There might be 3 in here. So there might be 5. We're going to be really close. CC picking up her second ribbon there.
Maybe this is a play for the defense. Maybe we decided to pivot last minute.
I mean, we did talk about how buff these fiends are going to be. So, I mean, if we got to do solo strats or anything, that's going to be very, very useful.
Yeah, it looks like we changed our mind while we were here and decided, now we're going to full clear this because we know that this is the defense. We've done everything else, so let's just get it. And we avoid that marked box because we only need 4 shards, so it would be a net time loss taking that fight and then going down and getting 4 shards from Kraken anyway. And there's defense.
Huzzah. All right, gives the defense sword to that ninja.
Oh, shout outs to our absolutely amazing, wonderful tracker Danny, who called out the man cats from earlier and has described them as Christmas vomit.
All right. I can get on board with that.
Mm-hmm.
So going right for that Kraken. Not going to check anything along the way. Running from all encounters. Do we have the levels?
Rubes is going to get the levels with this Warmech kill. Crab cakes? I have concerns with fast and temper at 7-8. I have great concerns, but if anyone can pull it out, like, it's gonna be Crab Cakes.
Also
She definitely knows what she's doing. Meanwhile, Rubes versus the Warmech incoming melee doesn't do a lot to the ninja ruse strats coming out, going for evasion. Crab Cakes versus Kraken, going for melee, doing adequate damage. More buffs continuing over on Rube's side. More locks to remove the evasion. Incoming melee only tags the knight for 90. Outgoing melee versus Kraken. Kraken is still there. Outgoing melee versus Warmech. Warmech is still there. Crabcakes makes it through first, but that was the easier fight. Can Rubes make it through the Warmech fight? A Warmech that has continued to do nothing but melee. Here's the nuclear. Maximum damage versus the ninja. Huge damage versus the red wizard. We're going to try some life strats, but here comes another nuclear. It's now 1v1. A super crit takes down Warmech. Massive buffs to that knight.
Wow. All right, so that knight's level 29.
Seems strong.
And we've got CC entering Temple of Fiends at, we'll say, 52-15 or so.
Rubes versus Tia. We've got 2 defense stacks. We've got 3 defense stacks. Skills are chipping away at the health. Skills are really what we don't want to see. We'd rather melee. We'd rather bad spells. We're doing some power gauntlet stuff, trying to bust through.
Ooh, that nuke from Lich 2 on CC's side, taking down the Black Mage, almost took out the Red Mage as well. But a few swings later, it looks like 24 and 25 respectively on the Ninja and the Fighter there on CC's side. So not as bad as we had kind of thought initially.
Rubes does make it through Tia. Was down to 1 knee, but that was Tia doing everything it could to make it through an evasion capped knight.
We've got carry 2 on CC's side, 309 damage coming out there, 178 damage coming out. Doing decent damage so far. Cure 3 coming out to bring that knight back up a little bit. 278 damage there. 118 damage coming through there. Carry 2 melees again. There we go. 5 hits for 177. Quad X coming out with good timing and gets erased. Love to see it. Good work. Love that Quad X play.
Rubes has gone into Volcano. I am very curious to know what this is about. Perhaps a tile check? Perhaps we left something behind? I'm very interested to know what we're doing in here.
Oh, does he need 1 shard?
I didn't think so, but we'll find out as Crabcakes pulls up to Kraken 2. We're going to fast the knight. Fast doesn't make it off first. 376 damage is okay. Ink doesn't tag any of our melee people. Lightning 3 for chip damage seems good. Defense to try and keep that ninja alive seems good. We're going to go with double ice 3 strats, trying to chip away. Katana for 250 is fine. Ice 3 for 84, whatever. Excal. 7 hits, 1245. We are through Kraken 2.
Wow. That was a big hit.
Rubes now inside the Temple of Fiends. As Crabcakes is negotiating with a vampire pack, trying to make it past. We do. We're up to the Tia 2 fight. This may be the start of Problem Town. Let's see what happens. We're going to try walling the Red Mage. Power Gauntlet goes off. Bane gets out early. Only takes down the Black Wizard. We still have the Red Wizard. We're still doing okay. Shifting to try to bring that Black Wizard back to life. We do. Outgoing Excal. 3 hits, 338. Not great, not terrible. Single hit, 1 damage out of the Katana, as expected. We're going to try fasting the Katana to see if it can't land some more crits. It gets a few more crits, 367 and 493. We're well over halfway through this Tia 2 fight. Tia has already used the big, angry, nasty spell of Bane. It doesn't have a whole lot else it can really scare us with. 2 hits, 423. We continue. 6 hits, 228. It's still there, probably in Quad X range by now. The Quad X launches, erased, and terminated. Crabcakes is on to Chaos.
Escapes any additional encounters on that floor. Oh, thought about moving some people around and then maybe did.
We moved the Knight to the top slot. We moved the Black Wizard to the second slot. unclear exactly if we're going for tank or for defending. Yes, we're powering up that their katana user. Fast goes off. Bonk goes off. Incoming crack takes out both wizards.
Oh,
We are now down to just the 2 melee users. We're going to try lock strats. And we're going to life 2 the red wizard. Incoming ice 3 doesn't do a heck of a lot. Life 2 brings the red wizard back up. We're going to try bringing the other wizard back to life. We do. Bonk goes off. Incoming melee detonates the red wizard once again. Continuing lock 2 strats from the knight. Additional lock 2 strats from the black wizard. Test swing. 10 hits, 118 damage. Those great accuracy, not at all the power numbers that we wanted to see.
oof.
Lock 2 goes off. Power gauntlet goes off. Here comes Inferno. Does quite a number to the black wizard, but not a lot anywhere else. Chug strats for the ninja as the knight goes down. Miss menu. Thor hammer goes out for very little damage. Let's try defense strats. We might be having to fish out an RNG loop depending on where the next couple of turns go. Test swing from Katana, 10 hits, 663. Not great. Swirl takes a sub 200. We're going to try bringing the red wizard back now. Red wizard is up. Red wizard is down. We're going to try bringing the red wizard back up. Red wizard is up. Flow 2 tags the ninja. I don't think we have a source of fast in this party. Maybe we do, but the red wizard is down again. There's the Cure 4. Any damage we may have done so far has been undone, and our ninja's last life 2 just went into that red wizard. Swing from the katana, 5 hits, 533. Cure 4 brings the ninja back up to full. We're switching over to full damage. 5 hits, 277. Down goes the red wizard. One more evasion. Tornado takes us down to around 150. We're going to try Cure 3 himself. Is successful. Crack, ineffective. Swing. 5 hits, 346. We're going to try for the RNG loop. Do we get there? 5 hits, 108. Chaos casts fast on themselves. 5 hits, 174.
Rubes approaching chaos as well here.
Ooh, the nuke takes us down to 30 health, and the ice 3 finishes us off.
Oh, all right. We've got Rubes coming into chaos. He's going to work his buff spells. He's got the ruse spell coming out on his ninja. Crack actually takes down that ninja immediately. Oh, no. Lock 2 coming out, though. Defense coming out on that fighter. Looks like we're going to be buffing that fighter up this time instead of maybe that ninja. That ninja appears to just be our evasion, our melee sponge. The life 2 does bring that ninja back up, though, and immediately down to a knee after that Inferno. We're going to cure for him as defense sword comes back out. Ice 3 rolling down the party, going to take out that ninja. That cure 4 goes into nothing. But we're going to power bonk our fighter now. We're going to bring that ninja back up again. Swirl coming on down, dealing decent damage to that red mage. Life 2 comes out, brings that ninja back up. We're going to ruse. We're going to buff up some more. We're going to cast wall this time, but that red wizard goes down. Ruse coming out. Power bonk coming out. We're going to cast life 2 to bring that red wizard back up. Lit 3 coming down, not dealing much damage at all. Power bonk comes out. Life 2 brings that red wizard, right back up. We're going to cast Cure 4 to keep that knight as healthy as possible. 2 hits, 78 damage. Slow 2 comes out. Looks like it hit that ninja. We got Lock 2 coming out. Going with some more lock strats. We're going to hit 5 hits for 100-ish damage. Lock 2 hitting again. Here we go. Vorpal Swing. 5 hits for 282. That's Vorpal things for you. Lock 2 coming out again. 3 hits, 127. Lock 2 going more lock. Here comes Cure 4. All that damage is erased. Whoopsie. We're going to fight. We're going to... I don't know what spell that was. Was that Bane? 4 hits, 75 damage. We're going to go for the Hail Mary Bane. Let's see. Vorpal Swings. Ooh, 4 hits, 778. Much better there. Got those crits in that time. Here comes a Katana. 5 hits, 167. Tornado rolls down. Doesn't deal a ton of damage. Vorpal comes. Oh, another 5 hits for another 780 or so damage. Crack rolls through the party again. No one is affected this time. That ninja swings for 4 hits, 150. Heal 3 coming down the party. That's what that red wizard cast. Vorpal Sword coming out again. Ooh, another decent hit there. Fire 3 rolling on down, not dealing quite as much damage as Chaos would like to see. Another 4 hits, 700 damage from that fighter. 5 hits for 64. Thanks, Katana. Here comes another Vorpal swing. 4 hits, 657. And Rubes takes down Chaos. GG's.
Crab Cake's already back to the Tier 2 floor. Now approaching the Tier 2 fight. We're going to go with mostly just melee, but we're going to add some wall strats for good measure. Power Gauntlet goes off first. Here comes the Bane. Misses every single character. Wall goes off after the nick of time. Brack. Well, no 6% for us today. Outgoing melee swing. Single hit 102. Excal, what are you doing? Katana swing. 3 hits for 192. Thunder detonates the Black Wizard. But a strong Fade cast and a weak Excal swing keep us plugging along at this fight. Fade goes out for 95. Thanks, Fade. Katana 2 hits 181. Melee swing takes down the ninja. Excal, you got to do better than that. We need more damage out of you, Excal. Let's try this. Single hit 184. That's not what we wanted to see. We're gonna make it through this fight, but it's gonna take a minute. 2 hits, 2 damage out of the Katana. Hey. More melee, and we're going to try the Quad X. We might just be close enough. No, we're not. We needed that to be at the end of the round, not the start. 2 hits, 190, makes it through. 2 hits, 137, and down goes Tia 2. We're on to Chaos. And we are joined
We've got
by
Rubes.
as Crab Cakes is pulling up to Chaos for the second time. Let's see if second verse is better than the first. Here we go. We are keeping the 2 melee up at the front this time. Fast is going to be applied to that Katana. No, it's not. Crack goes off first. Defense on the top slot. Saber on the second slot. Wall on the top slot. We are continuing buffing double Saber strats for the 2 melee people. Life goes off. Saber goes off. Saber goes off. Chaos responds with Inferno. That fresh Black Mage is going straight back into the dirt. We're going to try Life 2, see if we can keep it around a little bit longer this time as we go with Heal 3 to try and make sure everybody stays around a little longer this time. The Knight continues with Saber. We're waiting for these spells to go through until we see the Cure 4, and then we're going to go nuts. Second Fast is going to be going off on the Knight. Here comes the Lightning 3. The Fast goes off as intended. Vorpal swing, 6 hits, 541. A good test swing, but we will be seeing the Cure 4 soon. More melee, another 700 damage outgoing. Chaos does melee. Chaos is resisting the Cure 4 for as long as possible. 7 hits, 659. Slow 2 tags the ninja, 3 hits, 457. Chaos, not long for this world, decides to go for a skill. Does a lot of damage to our mages, but 3 hits, 208 from the Vorpal, and 3 hits, 369 from the melee wielders. Chaos still there. Chaos still going skills. This might be the final round. Can the Vorpal get us there? 5 hits, 536. It does. Down goes Chaos. Crabcakes finishes second place, 105.57.
Oof. GG's. That was quite the race. So we got Rubes in the chat or in the booth with us here. Rubes, GG's, my friend.
GG. I'll take whatever luck I can get, but ooh, no, that was rough.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very back and forth. I mean, CC kind of got out to a little bit of a lead early, maybe a minute
Mhm.
or two, kind of had a lead on you. You made the Ordeals play much earlier than she did.
Mhm.
Kind of led to you coming back into the race a little bit because there was, I think she made a waterfall dive and then had to leave and eventually ended up having to swing back through, grab the Oxyel and come back. So, a little bit of a circuitous route there. She did take a wipe on the Bridge of Destiny, which
Ooh,
really
no.
the sorcerers really sucked for her on that run there. So that was a huge downer. But I mean, you had your share of struggles as well, working your way through some
Yeah.
of this too.
Yeah, I took a chance on Kraken 1. I mean, I was feeling way behind but when I saw the ship and floater behind Ruby, I was like, oh, do I think she went that way? I don't know. That felt really bad, and you know, and my beginning was I had some issues early on as well, like volcano and such. So I didn't feel like I was in a great position. But when I'm going through Topher, I see she hasn't finished. I'm like, something must have happened because there's no reason she shouldn't have finished by now.
Aw. Yeah, I mean, it really came down to, I mean, that chaos was super mean at the end there to Crab Cakes on the first run. I don't think there's any other way to put that.
Yeah, it's one reason why I decided I've been keeping the knight carry just because like the Thief's MDef is just so susceptible to swirl and tornado and things like that, and it doesn't have as much HP as the knight. But
Yeah,
the
how
thing
did
is,
you?
that katana is pretty good.
Yeah, this time around it only rolled that +1, so that was a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
less fortunate than it has been in some other recent races. Also calling out, how did you feel about that Warmech fight?
yeah. That's fine.
Probably felt pretty good to get all those levels on that fighter, though.
That's actually what happened to me last night as well. But I let the nuclear kill everybody else, and the fighter got all the levels.
Well, there you go.
Except it was a little closer, a little sketchier tonight than it was last night. I also risked it with the 3-man because I just felt like I had to take some chances.
Sure. So when you were looking, we started off with the 2-man party. You had a
Mhm.
fighter and then your choice of mage. Both of
Mhm.
you went with the red mage right off the bat
Mhm.
there.
Yep.
When it came to searching for the tavern, you eventually ended up picking up a thief. Were you
Mhm.
looking for a thief, or what else were you potentially looking for, or looking to pick up when it came to the taverns?
Well, I wanted to see how the magic rolled. If the magic got better, I would have picked up a mage, but I did want a thief for the running and potential second melee.
Gotcha.
But since the magic was just, I mean, we got Dice 3 and Lit 3 and 3 and 4, but before that it was just, bleh. I just decided, you know what, let's take a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. Fizzle, anything from you, man?
Um, no, I think that was all the questions I had. It was very well executed run.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, it seems like we both hit some adversity, but I guess it's gonna happen, and RNG is gonna RNG. Today the RNG was in my favor, I guess. But we'll see. We'll see what happens next time.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's going to be an interesting thing that we can see as the tournament progresses. I mean, as we progress through each round of the tournament here, the scalings are going to get a little bit bigger, which I feel like has an inordinate impact on those racers like yourself who are running seeds relatively regularly. You expect them to be so strong, and they come in a little bit stronger each time and each
Hmm.
round of the tournament. So it can be a little jarring when something hits you harder than you expect it to.
Yeah, and I guess that's another nice thing about having the 3-man is because all my levels were a lot higher than normal. Now, granted, I didn't have fast. That was a bummer. But it is what it is.
Fair enough.
And I didn't
Well, I
have
mean,
temper
yeah.
because temper was level 8. I saw that. I just figured I'd poke my head into the Gaia Black Magic shop just to see what was there. Just like, all right, I bet Fast is here or Temper's here, and Temper was there, and I think Nuke might have been there too.
Yep, and Nuke and Temper were there. Fast was level 7.
Onrak, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was Black Mage or Black Wizard.
Yeah, so Crabcakes ended up picking up Fast for she picked up a Black Mage, so she ended up going filling both tavern slots with Fighter, Thief, Black Mage, Red Mage, and ended up getting that Fast at level 7, but it was through the Luthane Superstore.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I knew I couldn't get the Onrak spell since I just stuck with the Red Mage, so I just I didn't look.
Yep. Makes a lot of sense. All right. Well, I think we can transition into final thoughts then.
I mean, GGCC. This is turning into a great best of 3. I'm glad we made it to a third round, the third race, and that's gonna be Monday night.
Nice.
We'll see. I'm having a lot of fun. Worst case, even if I lost, it's like, hey, at least I get to do a last chance qualifier. So at least I have still at least one more race ahead of me. So,
Sure. Absolutely.
but I'm having fun, and we'll do it again Monday, and we'll see what happens.
Well, you heard the man. Monday night.
Thanks for doing the comms and the restream and everything. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Quick shout out here. We have had a few shout outs to Danny. Danny was our tracker tonight. Thank you, Danny, for doing that. And Wildham, who's been our restreamer tonight. Thank you so much, dude, for taking that on. Much appreciated. And thank you to you, Mr. Lord Fizzlebeef, for calming this out with me.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts?
Yes. Big thanks to you for doing comms and participating in race crew stuff. It is always greatly appreciated. Shout outs to the 2 unspoken heroes of the run, Wildham on restream and Danny on tracking. Danny's wonderful notes make me sound like I know what I'm talking about when I really don't. And also, just a couple announcements. We do have the Duck Bootcamp and Duck Derby next month following the winter tournament. And we also want to announce, we've announced it on the Discord, but we're putting it out there. June 13th to 16th in Charleston, West Virginia will be our first ever FFR live marathon, raising money for the Liam Foundation. Hotel reservations are open now, and badge sales are also available now, so go ahead and check it out. We would love to see you there. Coming up next, our next televised race will be tomorrow morning over on Speed Gaming. It is the Game 2 of Chanigan v Phoenix. That's going to be at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, so go check that out. For everybody here at the Final Fantasy Randomizer community, my name is Lord Fizzlebeef, and we will see you all next time. Have a good night, everyone.